This is one of my favorites. It's an ex-convict. It's called 21 Days in Jail. And it's named after a song by Magic Sam. And it's dedicated to two fellow ex-convicts from Michigan, Bob Howe and John Shinner Mitchell. 21 Days in Jail. It's about a guy called Robert Lockwood Jr. He was born on a farm between Aubrey and Marvell, Arkansas, around 25 miles west and north of Helena on March 27, 1915. As a young man living in Helena with his mother, around 1928 or 29, Robert Lockwood had the good fortune to meet his mentor, Robert Johnson, who had big eyes for young Robert's mama and hung around the house there long enough for Robert Jr. to pick up on his music. Robert says, "At the time, my ambition was to play a piano or an organ. I had heard a lot of guitar players, but I wasn't interested in them. But then Robert came along, and he was backing himself up without anybody helping him and sounding good. He would go somewhere to play for people and tear up the house. So I got right on top of that. By him having a crush on my mother, I got a chance to be around him a little bit. I think I'm about the only one he ever taught." Around 1934 or 35, Rice Miller began to appear at Robert Lockwood's door, seeking his mother's permission. Could Robert Jr. accompany him? Rice Miller, later known as Sonny Boy Williamson, secret hero of these poems, the greatest harmonica player of all time. So Robert says, "I started going to places in Arkansas with him, but he worried my mother for about 2 years before she let me go to Mississippi with him. And sure enough, we had some pretty strange experiences there. One time, we left the Delta and went up into the hill country, and in Sardis, they put us in jail for vagrancy for 21 days. That was on a Friday. On Saturday, we went up to the second floor and raised the jailhouse windows and started playing. In a matter of minutes, the jailhouse was surrounded by people. There was a little fence down there, about as big as the one by the side of my yard, and the people started throwing nickels and dimes and quarters and dollars over that fence. That's when they had silver dollars. The trustee went out there and picked the money up, and we knew he didn't bring it all to us. We knew he got fat, but when he turned it into us, we had made $400 that day. The next night, the high sheriff and the deputy sheriff came and asked us, did we want to go out and make some money? Sid and Ed was their names. And for the next 21 days, they took us out to serenade for the whites every night but Sunday. They'd take up the money for us, pass the hat, make the people not put nothing less than $1 in it, and then they'd take us back and put us in jail. Now, mind you, he says, they was busting places for corn whiskey left and right, and they gave us a whole gallon of that. We had girls coming to the jailhouse and spending the night. We was eating from a hotel down the street. So it really wasn't like being in no jailhouse, but it was terrible because it was against our will. See, this particular part of Mississippi was really starved for music. And the police officers, they liked the way we sounded and just took advantage of being police officers. They knew the only way they was going to be able to enjoy us was to lock us up. Sonny Boy was doing quite a few country and western things. You Are My Sunshine and stuff like that. But we would do the blues for him too. Them white people down there always did like the blues. They just didn't like the people who created the blues. Well, by the time our 21 days was up, we had close to $1,000 apiece. So old man Ed asked me and Sonny Boy at the same time, look, if I turn y'all loose, what y'all gonna do? And I mean, I'll tell you the truth, even if it hurt me. I grew up like that. I said, Mr. Ed, I'm getting the hell out of here. Sonny Boy said, whoa, so I'm gonna stay around a while. They laughed and let us out. Knew damn well he was lying. And as soon as we got out, we hit the highway. 21 days to jail.